Right, okay. I think this is the final part for creating our virtual model for the wooden storage box. So I've made all the pieces, all the parts, and like I would do if I was making a physical model, I'd start to put them together, or I'd start to assemble them as we would use as an engineering, term. So I'm going to use my assembly tab, my assembly screen down the bottom here. So click on assembly. It looks quite similar to our part studios, but what you've got here at the top are our mating tools. They're really important in the assembly part because we can start to um, uh, like create parts that move and twist, and enhance the how realistic the design is. We can also start to test out designs to see if they work. And as we become a bit more confident using Onshape, then I hope we get the chance to use some of these tools with some of our designs so we can actually test how effective they are and how much they work. So what we're going to do is we need to bring the parts, our different components, into our assembly tool. So we're going to insert. Now you'll notice we only made one side piece, so I've clicked on the side piece. I can move it and put it where I want it. For the minute I'm going to put it there. Alright, and all I'm going to do is go back over here, click on it, and add a second piece. So I've got two parts, because they're exactly the same, they're identical. I only need to make one part, and I could just bring I could bring two lots of the same part into the assembly studio. So I'm going to do the same with the end piece here. I'm going to click on piece there, and I'm going to bring in a second piece. I'm not going to bring the lid in just yet in the base because I want to get this set up first, and having lots of pieces can be a little bit, it can muddle the screen a little bit and become a little bit difficult. So I'm happy with that for a minute. I'm going to green tick it. You'll notice that they're not facing the right way, and that's okay. We can start to move things around in the assembly tool. So I'm going to hide the origin because I don't want it there. It just annoys me a little bit. Don't need to use it. So this one here needs to be flipped around 180 degrees so that the smaller face are both facing each other, are pointing towards one another. So I'm going to left click on this part, and I'm going to use this little tool here to flip it around. You'll see it starts moving. So that when we want to go all the way around to 180 degrees. There we go. They're now facing each other. I'm going to turn these two round 90 degrees. So I'm going to click there. This time I'm going to use this one here. It kind of points, almost indicates which way we can rotate it. I'll show you with the other ways we can rotate it as well. So I'm going to come around this way, 90 degrees. Doesn't make too much difference if it's not bang on 90. Okay, but you can see here I could flip it that way. I'm not going to. Or I could flip it around that way. So you have these tools here, and I could move it out if I want to. I could move it up a bit more. I could move it to the left or to the right a bit more. I'm going to leave it like that for a minute. This one here, I want to swing around 90 degrees that way. There we go. So there are my pieces, and they're all facing the right way now. What we're going to do now is what we've used before. We can use our fasten mate. When you fasten something together, it means you attach it. And I want you to think of this like a little blob of glue, a little blob of PVA glue that we're going to use to glue our pieces, our components together, our side pieces and pieces together. So I find the mating tools in Onshape can be fiddly, and you have to really persevere and show some patience. So I'm going to click on my fasten mate, and you need to tell it where you want to glue it together. It usually gives you three options. So here you can see I could choose there, there, or there. Or if I was doing it at the top, I could choose there, there, or there. It usually gives you 3 options. Let's choose the centre now. The key for us is having the blue line pointing away from the material. So blob of glue there. I am orientating myself by holding down the right mouse and orientating my view around. And I want to put a blob of glue. Again, I want that blue line pointing away from the material, and I want it in the centre. Okay? Those two are now fastened together. Green tick. There's my first fasten mate done. And I'm just going to repeat that process for all 4 of our mitre joints. Now, what I am going to do, which I didn't do before, is I'm going to right click on this, and I'm actually going to fix that one into place. That one will not be able to move. Okay, this one I can still slide, but that one I can, it's fixed in place. So let's go back to our fasten mate. Think of it a bit like glue. Okay, I'm going to zoom in so you can see exactly what I want to be. You know, it's that blue line is really important. The blue line is pointing directly away from our piece of material that we are clicking on. So I click there, bit of blob of glue there, and I want that blob of glue to line up with the centre of that mitre joint. Click solve, and my final mating fasten mate, I want the no, didn't want that. I made a mistake there. Let's undo that. Okay, let's green tick that one there. Let's go back to my fasten mate. I was trying to do too many fastening mates there. So fasten, I want a blob of glue there, and I want a blob of glue there. Bang in the middle, lining up. Green tick solve. And there is my box starting to take shape. Let's change my view to isometric. If you ever get a bit lost where you are, always use your navigation cube. Click on isometric and go back to that view. So I need to bring in the lid and the base, so I'm going to insert my lid and base, overlay come, green tick. Let's move my lid and my base off of there. Let's start with the base first. I'm going to use my fasten mate, so I'm going to click fasten mate, and I'm going to use the corner this time. This is where it really can become quite fiddly. So I want that's it, perfect. Right in the corner with the blue line pointing directly away from the piece of material I'm going to click on. So little blob of glue in that corner there. And I want that to line up with this corner, but on the underside of it. So I'm going to orientate myself around, so I'm looking up the bottom of my box. And I'm going to be really patient. See, I want that blue line to be pointing away, which is, you can see how tricky it is there. Okay, I'm going to scroll out so you can see what's happened. Green tick, solve, green tick. It is quite fiddly, like I said, and you do have to persevere. Okay, happy with that. So I've got my, go back to isometric, I've got my base, got my size of my box. The last thing for me to do is put the lid on. So I am going to use a revolve mate. Let's see if I can get this right. So I want my lid to rotate. I'm just check. I think it's revolve. So I'm going to choose again the blue lines pointing up from there, and that's going to revolve around. I don't think this is going to work properly. It won't line up. I don't need to do a fasten first, then a revolve. Solve, green tick. Doesn't quite look right, and that's because, and this shows you really how patient and how accurate is the word I'm looking for. How accurate you have to be with these mating tools. So I'm gonna just delete that, mate, and I'm gonna click on my lid and I'm gonna move it off slightly. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my revolve, mate. I'm gonna go to the underside of this little countersunk hole that I've created. Okay, so I'm clicking on the bottom there. Blue line is pointing away from that surface object, so I want the bottom of that to line up with the top of this piece of it, where this mitre joint will be. The blue line has to be pointing up right in the middle. There we go, solve that. There we are. So now, pretty much finished my box. If I right click on my Revolve or Revolute, mate, I can click on Animate and I can change it to I'm going to go for single and I'm going to press play, and you can see it now shows you that that's how my box lid will open and close. If I change the steps to 100 and click it, goes a bit quicker. I could drop that down to 5, it would go really stupidly quick. If I knock it up to 1,000, that's going to go really slowly, okay? But that's a tool, that's our mating tool. We've got the fasten mates, where we're using things to stick together, and I've used a Revolute mate so I can rotate my lid to show what it will look like in real life. That is it. That's hopefully pretty much your box designed in Onshape, our CAD virtual model to go alongside our initial freehand sketches and to go alongside our physical making of the box.